We are Light Collective. We are lighting designers, not filmmakers, but film has always seemed to us to be the perfect way of capturing the medium of light. A photo can only capture a moment in time, but a film can show the transient and mercurial appearance of light, space and those who interact with it. Philips Lighting University asked us to explore the theme of connected light and its current meaning, and this short film is the result. Many people are starting to use the term connected light, and whilst it initially conjures up the idea of a digitally connected lighting universe, under examination it actually means much more than that. The word connected means to be joined or linked together, and humans are inextricably linked to the medium of light.
We are in a time when the world is at its most digitally connected ever. It is estimated that by 2015 there will be 15 billion devices connected via the internet. If we want to talk to someone or find out some information that previously could have taken many days and cost a large amount of money, we can now do this in just a few steps on a device connected to the internet. There are digital representations of our personal tastes stored on computers around the world that are instantly synchronized with our online movements. If we search on Google for a new light fitting, the next time we log into Facebook, targeted advertising for lights are pushed into the sidebar. Lots of the research for this short film was done digitally through online links and connections. As part of the process, we have created a Pinterest board which allows you to connect to our thoughts and share more connections with us.
We are also digitally connected to each other socially via various means such as Skype, Facebook, LinkedIn and Twitter. We know what others are doing, where they are and what they think and dislike at the click of a button. We can easily share and connect over common interests. The connection between our digital and real actions is narrowing rapidly and will at some point seamlessly merge, maybe without us even noticing.
We connect, work and interact through illuminated laptops and mobile devices, and this has fundamentally changed the type of light we're exposed to. Our reduction in access to daylight is falsely compensated by the cool LED glow from our portable screens. This is beautifully illustrated in this series of portraits of bloggers by Gabriella Herman, lit only with laptop light. The artificial light from our screens is now a significant contributor to our overall lighting experience. Although we are more connected than ever before, as the world has become more technologically advanced, we are gradually losing the biological connection that light provides us to the natural environment.
So facing what experts call a connectivity paradigm, a situation whereby the more connected we are, the more we seem to crave real time and a physical interface with other human beings. We no longer use light to communicate in the ways that we used to, and a more secular society has removed traditional opportunities that light used to create for us to connect as communities. But can a light installation such as this cinema project for yacht chain Snog create an oasis of coloured light in London's West End and help to facilitate human interaction away from the light of our screens?
In a time when most interactions occur via smartphones, light as a medium is evolving, and so is the way we interact with it and control it. This film explores how we currently use light to create opportunities to reconnect humans to their environments, to each other, and also how it can be used to redress our connection to the natural world.
Historically, natural light was the defining element for human activities and spaces. Our lives and movements were controlled by its variation. We woke when the sun rose, worked in daylight and slept when the sun set, and our architecture developed in response to natural light and our needs.
The earliest sundials noted in archaeological record are from 3500 BC, but we have ceased to take our cues from the sun. We can no longer tell the time from its shadows or position in the sky, and indeed have no need to.
Now, more of us live in cities than ever before, and our portion of access to the sky is getting smaller. Modern life ensures that we have almost lost the biological connection to natural light. The rhythms of natural light no longer dictate our work, lifestyle, or our health.
The vast growth of light pollution means that we no longer have a way of positioning ourselves in the universe. 1/5 of the world's population can't see the Milky Way, and that's mostly Europe. And almost 2/3 of the world live in areas where the night sky is brighter than the threshold for light polluted status set by the International Astronomical Union.
As urban populations expand rapidly and the global population migrate to our cities, our connection to the stars above is obscured by the urban greed for artificial light, and humans have lost the sense of wonder that the night sky fills us with, and the humbling and constant marker of our position in the cosmos.
But humans are never to be deterred, and rather than fight to keep this ancient connection to natural light, they are adaptive and are finding other ways to use light to help us retain our biological links. We are creating ways to make natural connections in an artificial way. We are faking it. We are using artificial light to make up for our lack of connection to the natural world.
In smog-filled Beijing, a giant screen with a digital image of the setting sun helps people to experience the passing of day.
A lighting scheme for tower blocks in Glasgow by Collective Architecture uses changing light patterns to create a visual reference for inhabitants to understand weather predictions.
Jason Bruges' scheme for the Hotel W in Leicester Square, London, references what we have lost in terms of access to the sky, replicating the colours of changing light from the skyline to create a performance across the facade at night.
Products such as the dawn simulation lamp Lumi show how we are using artificial light in an attempt to facilitate the same connections to nature that the cycle of night and day used to.
With estimates of up to 2 million people suffering from seasonal affective disorder in the UK, artificial light sources in the form of light boxes are also able to help with natural light deficiency. A collective approach to light therapy sees bus stops in Sweden deliver a high lux dosage of light in winter to help improve health.
Did you know that all it would take to reset our body clock would be to spend a week under canvas, away from all sources of artificial light?
Computer screens are designed to work in daylight hours but are too bright at night. F-Lux software fixes this problem. It allows the computer display to adapt to the time of day, enabling us to experience a warmer colour of light, reducing our exposure to the normal cool light of our screens.
There are also numerous digital tools to increase our knowledge about natural light and the stars, and to help us connect to the information that we used to know. There are apps for sunrise and sunset times across the globe, daylight quality calculators, and apps that show us the constellations of the stars. It seems that for every physical connection we have lost, there is a digital alternative ready to fill its space.
Interestingly, this doesn't quite apply to the social connections that humans make through light. Despite a decline in the traditional opportunities that light used to provide us with to connect as communities, the gathering at the campfire to cook, pagan celebrations and religious rituals, humans still display a phototropic instinct and use light as an opportunity to gather and create shared experiences.
The rise of the Light Festival as a tourist destination illustrates this. Recent years have seen major cities all over the world hold an annual celebration of light. The Fête des Lumières in Lyon draws over 1 million visitors every year, and I Light Marina Bay claims to be the world's first sustainable light festival.
Community-based initiatives like guerrilla lighting show that light is still a social connector. Spread via the internet as an open source idea, guerrilla lighting has provided opportunities for people to connect with each other and with their local environment.
The biggest change in the digital era is the emergence of a new way of forging social connections. Huge shared global events such as Earth Hour have created an opportunity for the topic of light to connect and motivate large groups of people. Digital interfaces such as LinkedIn and Facebook have allowed communities to connect in smaller groups over shared interests based on light.
The same shift in approach applies to our use of light for communication. Whilst we rarely use light to communicate information in the way we used to, digital opportunities are enabling more creative ways of connecting us together. Signal fires and beacons on hilltops, lighthouses on the coastline, and Morse code flashes were methods of light-based communication. At a simple and focused level, information could be quickly transferred from place to place and from person to person.
Today, light can convey 1 million times more information within the same time constraints. The coded light that fills the screens of Piccadilly Circus and Times Square tells us much more than a Morse code message, selling lifestyles instead of news of invasion. Whereas communicating via light in the past was normally of necessity, the video walls and message screens of today are commonplace and peripheral to our needs. This attention-grabbing attempt to communicate information using light goes largely unnoticed.
The ideas that work are of a simpler nature. Replicating ancient messaging systems, the Connecting Light project at Hadrian's Wall offered participants the chance to send a message in coloured light across the breadth of Britain.
The lighting on the exterior of the National Stadium in Peru by Cinemod communicates the mood of the crowd inside to passers-by using patterns of light to depict happiness or frustration.
Communicating with close family and friends is demonstrated by the Goodnight Lamp, a product born out of a desire to remain connected to people spread around the globe and to easily share daily routines.
Not only can light connect us to the natural world, to each other, and help us connect by conveying information, since the dawning of electricity, it has been used to connect us to the built environment. In our 24-hour cities, light is necessary to connect us to the spaces we use after dark. Digital technology has given us hundreds of options to enhance lighting effects and create interactive lighting schemes. We can now actively trigger, alter, or control the lighting within our own environment.
Light can follow us as we pass, shown here in Cinemod Studios' Finial Response project. In Jason Bruges' shortcut, light can respond to the different speed, rhythm and concentration of people in a passageway, creating a flowing pattern of light that reflects their recent movement. Light can change colour and fade after we have gone, saving energy and improving safety. This is demonstrated in an architainment scheme for a London canal tunnel.
Light can be controlled by complex interfaces such as the Rubik's Cube that connects the user to the building in Puzzle Facade, a scheme by Javier Loret where light effects are created by the manipulation of a physical object. These technology-enabled solutions help to create an intuitive and highly personalized link between people and the world around them. Designers are developing connected products and environments that respond to triggers in order to create new and unusual lighting experiences. Technology paired with lighting is offering us an interface to directly connect to our physical environment.
There are reasons for humans to connect to the built environment beyond experiential needs. We can now create digital connections that enable us to ensure maximum energy efficiency, preserve the natural world, and also control our home and work environments in a convenient way. Agora Energy have developed a wireless switch that enables pedestrians to control their own street lighting and therefore save both energy and costs.
In Richmond, London, Philips Lighting have created a sensor-controlled pathway that ensures when there are no people passing by, the route remains dark and the local bat habitat is protected.
There are any number of user-friendly apps, such as this product from Insteon, that will allow you to switch lights on and off around the home using your smartphone.
We are moving into a time which is widely predicted to be based upon the Internet of Things, a time where we make a shift from living separate physical and digital lives to one when our physical world will become seamlessly connected to the digital one. This will lead to a digital ecosystem with humans at the centre, but with all the everyday items they use linked to and communicating with smartphones or computers via software and sensors.
From products that tell us when a goal is scored, to storybooks that are connected to the colour of the lighting in a bedroom, or a ring that lights up when a loved one is near, our physical environment is becoming more intelligent and creating digital relationships and connections that are designed to make our lives easier.
We've already begun to digitise everything we do. Our photos, our music and our opinions are all online. People upload what is happening to them in a digital format on a daily basis. This creates data that can be used for creative ends, to share information, or just to connect us together. For example, Twitter has become a resource for reading the collective minds of users. This can be easily translated into light. In London, light became a visual indicator to tell us what the nation was thinking during the 2012 Olympics with the State of the Nation lighting scheme on the London Eye. Light can also be used to create alerts for tweets about a certain subject or link to a trending items. Connectivity is becoming part of our lives. Will this change our relationships with light? Will the Internet of Things make our connections to each other and the world we live in better or worse?
At the moment, we have the technology and the building blocks to create a live-based Internet of Things, and we are bursting with creative and artistic ideas to exploit it. However, the ideas behind connecting light in this way need to be more than just pleasurable. All the connecting that we are doing could be used for good. We hope that our new relationship with and our new connections to light enable us to change things for the better, improving our biological issues and helping the people who are currently unconnected in the most basic of ways.